That we are committed to working for the growth of our democracy. Going forward, I implore all members to conduct themselves in a way befitting members of Parliament, bearing in mind that this is an honorable house, where not only the rule of law, but the onerous rules and procedure governing parliamentary practice are upheld at all times. Growing a democracy is always a difficult process, but agreeing to disagree with colleagues is the honorable way to handle issues. I therefore call on all colleagues to keep in mind that the duties given to us put us in a privileged position to serve our country and be good example for those who would come after us. The people who put us here in Parliament expect us to act in a way that will unite us as a people, and it is incumbent on us to take this task seriously. Please, let's conduct ourselves in this manner. Once again, our sincere apology to the general public. We assure you that appropriate measures will be put in place to address this issue and prevent recurrence of such incidents in future. We, as members of this committee, will continue to work in unity and dignity for the furtherance of our parliamentary democracy and the good of our multi-party democracy. Thank you for granting me the audience.
Chairman, I wanted your guidance on something, because yesterday something happened under Order 64. And I wanted to find out that in determining the quorum for the commencement of a meeting of this nature, whether it is the original members you used to get the ratio of the 1/3, or the subject committee members are incorporated for the purposes of it. If I may just, so Chairman, if I may just get your standing orders. If you look at Order 64, you realize they talk about the quorum issue and whether you are using the original members in determining the quorum, or you are using subject members to do.
You think you are partisan clerk?
Honourable members, can there be some order?
If the clerk thinks that she's a party clerk, yes. If the clerk to Parliament, there was a call for a meeting. Your chief whip called for a meeting for us to engage in agreement. brown excess. Amanu say yo. Amanu say yo. Hey yes, man, say. Amafu brown excess. Wait up. I have. Stop. Stop the betting.
Honourable members, order. Honourable members, let's have order. Honourable members, order. Order. Honourable members, let's have some order. Honourable members, let's have some order. Can we have some order? Honourable members, order. Honourable members, I will suspend. Honourable members, order. Let there be order. Honourable members, sitting suspended for 10 minutes. So sitting suspended.
So, because of what happened this morning, to be fair to them, the majority chief will call me as a fellow head and said that we should meet. Then I told him we were having a caucus meeting. They should just give us about 30 minutes or an hour. We will come and engage. Then we can agree on the schedule.
When we talk about quorum, we are talking about a number of members of parliament. Any law that permits ministers to attend upon parliament does not give right to the minister to be counted as part of the quorum. If our standing order permits subject matter committee members to take part in the proceedings, doesn't mean that they are committee members and as such should be part of the quorum. So, honorable members, it accords with common sense and reason that when we are talking about quorum, we are talking about members of the committee. Thank you very much.
So, Chairman, I have withdrawn that information, and thanks for the information. I've withdrawn the quorum issue. Thank you.
Honorable members, it is a guided culture of parliament that before you on your microphone to speak, you need to catch the eye of the speaker, and in this case, the eye of the chairman. I don't expect us to just on a microphone and begin to talk without catching the eye of the chairman. I think this particular practice must stop. Can we make progress, honorable members? Let there be some order. I will then give the floor to the ranking member, and then we'll proceed.
Chairman, with respect, thank you for the opportunity. Colleagues, we are here to vet our colleague who is the health minister designate. The understanding we had in the morning was to have a discussion prior to this engagement. We were taken by surprise that the clerk, without notice to us, was administering the oath. That notwithstanding, I think we've had a discussion to proceed with this vetting and soon thereafter resolve all outstanding matters. So, honorable members, we shall proceed to do the vetting for our colleague Kwabena Mintah Akandoh. And we believe that Chair, in good faith, as is always been known for, will do just that so that we resolve all outstanding matters without any further rancor. We want to assure the Ghanaian people that our side does not seek to obstruct government business. Our side is committed to fully cooperating with government to form its cabinet and to get all appointments through. We have gone outside the normal time. This is the first time that nominees have been fast-tracked since 1992. As a leader of my side, I've taken full responsibility because I believe that governance is a continuum and we should not frustrate it. We will do just that. But I would also plead with my colleagues on the other side that just as Mr. Speaker told us yesterday in the chamber, if we would want to follow our followers, there will be no peace in Parliament. We have the mandate of the people and we must ensure that we are collectively measured to everything that we do in here. I will humbly urge all hardliners to step down their hardline stance so that they help the chair and my good self to manage the affairs of this committee in all transparency. Chairman, thank you for the treasure space, and I assure you one more time of my fullest cooperation together with my colleagues. Thank you.
Honorable members, we'll proceed with the vetting.
We have only one question. Only one question. Only one question. Only one question.
Order.
To wrap up and then go.
Order. In view of the fact that I'm here to take the list of the subject matter committee members, I will want to start from my right by giving the floor to Honorable Haji Aladi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for the opportunity. As for the congratulations, I will always make sure I congratulate my people. And when I say bye-bye, bye-bye for the best. Mr. Chairman, congratulations, Honorable Akandoh. I have been in the chamber with you for not less than 12 years. And I have watched and observed your activities. I know how hard you have worked, and I know how far you have gone. I'm not surprised, as the ranking member for health, that you have been nominated. There's nothing better than working and being rewarded. You deserve it. Honorable Akandoh, I want to ask this question. We have a backlog of about 20,000 allied health workers sitting unemployed, and about 60,000 nurses waiting. What will you do to ensure that these people are employed and that those who are already at work and had issues of remittances on COVID-19, which you had counted so much about its funds, what will you do to remit them so that they will give out their best as and when they are being asked to come and work? Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have only one question, and that is it. Congratulations, and I wish you the best.
Honorable Akandoh, let me start by telling you that when a question is asked, just go straight to answer the question, and just that question. I'll call upon Dr. Ayu Afriye, a subject matter committee member.
Thank you. Chairman. Chairman, respectfully, with your permission, Honorable Mintah Akandoh, I would be referring to him as Kwabena, if you would permit. Thank you. Kwabena, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We, just like my leader has directed, we are showing good faith, and we in the minority will continue to show good faith. And as an obedient person to my caucus, you would get to understand when the leader is speaking. Having worked with you in the health sector, you would bear with me that health insurance or healthcare financing is a very topical issue in the country. And it was, and it has been in all elections. In 2009, the then MPP government handed over 300 million cedis, equivalent to $3 million, liquid cash, positive balance for the NHI. In 2016, the NHIA providers were owed in arrears of about 1.2 billion and about 12 months delayed payments. As we sit now, would you assure us, given that you are made a minister, and if you are aware also that the NHI has a positive balance of about 700 million cash, investments of about 300 million, close to about 1 billion sitting in now under the official government of Nana Addo Dankwa Showboys regime. So, with that cash sitting there, do we have assurance that, given you as a minister, by the end of another cycle, there would always be positive balance and no delays in payments?
Honorable member, who is Nana Rodankwa Showboy? So I can't really direct you to withdraw accordingly.
I withdraw the show by the former president.
Very well. Showboy withdrawn. May you proceed to.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, just like my chairman has rightly indicated, all figures pertaining to the National Health Insurance Formula are usually available to the committee or to the House, as at the committee level or to Parliament, when we are going to approve the 2025 National Health Insurance Formula. Mr. Chairman, per my briefing, we have an arrears of not less than 237 million Ghana cedis. But when I get to the ministry, I will inquire further whether or not there is positive balance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any further question?
Yes, a follow-up on that. The NHIA 1, non-residents, it has not been operational. There's also sections 3, FI and II, talking about access and equity. In the interpretation of access, it said the NHIA could support facilities. It has restricted itself in only claims payments. What would you do by taking advantage of what has not been done? And would you also seek to bring an ally for the NHIA? According to Act 852, it has none. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, when approved by the committee, I will work with the appropriate.
Third questions that you are asking.
So there was this allegation about ambulance parts in October by the minority. It was under the then minority, now majority. I beg your pardon. Under the obligations to his contract. It was under the Ministry of Special Development. What I have here, if Mr. Chairman, with your permission, is ambulance service confirming delivery of all parts and obligations of the contractor. Would you, when given the nod, delve into this for the public to have an understanding of where the issue and the perspective of this issue in the public interest. Mr. Chairman, this is my last question, and before he answers, I would want to say.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, with respect to the spare parts of ambulance and the contract in the Republic of Ghana, per my briefing, these are the facts. Because, Mr. Chairman, if approved by the committee, I am determined to investigate that particular matter. So I can only give you the facts as I was briefed. Mr. Chairman, the facts are that, number one, that same company was given the opportunity to buy not less than 307 ambulances at the rate of $41 million US. And Mr. Chairman, per my briefing, the contract I have seen, then the minister went ahead to sign a contract for the maintenance of the 307 ambulances at the rate of $77 million US in 5 years. Mr. Chairman, don't forget that we all have cars. The restoration of any car is not as much as the last 5 years, the first 5 years or 4 years. Your machines may not be deteriorated that much. And so these are the facts available to me, and I am going to institute investigation into the matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was a question emanating from Haji Aladi regarding the nurses trainees.
With regard to health professionals in this country is alarming. And the issue has to do with the effect on the wage bill. And therefore, there is the need for us to think outside the box, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, what I'm going to do is probably to link up with other countries so that we in the ministry will facilitate the migration of these health professionals to other countries so that we create jobs for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, by indication, I need to give the floor to Honorable Minority Leader.
My respected colleague, thank you for being here this morning. I know you were expecting to have your day with us last night. I'm sure ask you first, on your CV you've indicated you were a farmer. I know you to be a commercial farmer. Not many people know you to be a farmer. Can you share with us what you have done so far in your business life?
Mr. Chairman, I hold a humble view that as a country, we have absolutely no reason to import food into this country. We can feed ourselves. And have spoken about this issue severally. And therefore, I took the trouble upon myself to demonstrate it. And so I started with cocoa farming, then I ventured into rice. Almost every household in this country consumes rice. Mr. Chairman, in the western north region, Yagaba, Su, Kobori, and Izisi area in the northern part of the country. And Mr. Chairman, I am determined to even go beyond that. We have not less than 3 processing machines across the country. One in western north, another one in Tamale, to even bring in other to be able to get the right quality of rice to be produced locally for the benefit of the country. Thank you.
Now, when MPP came into office 2017, I opted to stay out of government because I was doing so well in the private sector. I didn't want trouble. Kwabena, you are running, I don't want to use the word multi-million, to protect this your investment as you now move into limelight. And you're going to be health minister. That your multi-million dollar investment, you want to risk it? You ready?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, this appointment is called to duty. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Honorable nominee, I do not have any assessment. $3 million aspect of the question is hereby expunged. You may proceed to answer the rest.
Chairman, in that chamber, those of us in the private sector, we know ourselves. So I would accept that multi-million and to replace it with, he's doing so well. He's running a very successful health minister. How?
The question has been asked. May you proceed to give the answer?
Mr. Chairman, it's a company and I'm not the only director. And so there are other systems to make sure that the company will run. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now, today, yes, you did BSc Mathematics and Statistics. So I know you will be able to take the necessary questions with tact. There's often held perception that when new government assume office, people from all manner of places approach the new act, frustration of businesses. I have some businessmen who have sent me a message. And because you are a private sector man, they want to know what will be your attitude towards those who would come to you and say, terminate this, investigate this, do this, do that. You mentioned the ambulance thing, for instance. The way you see it may not be how it is in place. Who will come to you with that kind of attitude? Terminate, cancel, investigate, stop payment, don't pay, don't do this. What will be your attitude?
Please provide the answer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, we all know that the private sector is the engine of growth. Need to inquire into it, I will do so.
Thank you very much.
The drone services, you've become aware of it. What steps would you take as a health minister to improve upon it?
Mr. Chairman, I personally have raised it, and when this committee approves me, I'll further inquire. In fact, let me provide some facts
to the committee on the drone matter. The chairman, I have the Hansards here. Let me first concede and admit that to the extent that the drone services is, extending and supplying essential medications to the hard-to-reach areas in this country is a fantastic idea. Mr. Chairman, as leaders of this country, we owe it as a duty to be candid with the good people of this country. When this particular issue was discussed on the floor of the House, Mr. Chairman, the idea was that they were not going to take money from the government coffers to pay the services of the drone. But Mr. Chairman, we are paying. And then I have seen some contract between Ghana government and the drone services. And therefore, when I come, I'll take my time and then investigate. As and when there is a need, we'll cooperate with them because they are doing a fantastic job in this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Kwabena, the last question, and then I would do a few comments. Yes, when my chief whip is doing systems and policies, who am I? Your party has promised a children's hospital in Accra. You are aware?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
What timeline should we expect this?
Mr. Chairman, with respect, let me get to the ministry, talk to the finance minister and my technical officers. Thank you.
So, in this administration, health minister, what is that unique selling proposition you are bringing on board as a government in terms of your health policy? We know Kufuor, when you go on the streets, you say health insurance, they say Kufuor. When you hear free SHS, they say Akufo-Addo. When you hear Metroma, they say Kufuor Bus. What is that unique selling proposition you are bringing on board the health sector?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, per our manifesto, we have promised free primary health care. And we are going to ensure that primary health care is free. Mr. Chairman, we have also promised that we are going to establish a fund called Mahama Care.
Honorable members, let's have some order to listen to the answer.
Again, we have promised in our manifesto to establish a fund called Mahama. The Chairman.
Honorable nominee, there is nothing further to add. We want to assure you that we're not taking a vote on you. We, outside, would support our friends to pass you by consensus. We are done. And Chairman, take note that we spent less than 30 minutes on this nominee. I spent, no, it's important. It's important. One good turn deserves another. We spent less than 30 minutes. I asked him only 3 key questions, and we've discharged him. So don't complain if we spend more time on another. Don't.
Honourable members, the indication from my right side is that I should have the opportunity to conclude. Honourable members, in conclusion, I acknowledge our revered guest behind the nominee, giving him the moral support. First on my list is Mrs. Lydia Nkrumah, the spouse of the nominee. Then we have Nana Bochi Ababio, the father of the nominee. Nana Ofori Ahinkan II, Sehui, Bonzanhini. We are so traditional council. We also have Nana Arema II, Chief of Joaboso. We have Nana Kwesi Ababio, Chief of Bodi. We have Nana Kwesi Eduhini I, Chief of Genasi. We have Alhaji Hafiz Adam, Chief Director, Ministry of Health. We have Dr. Richard Salome, General Secretary, Ghana Medical Association. And we have Dr. Eric Kofi, Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, and Dean of the Chief Executives of Teaching Hospitals. We have Daniel Amanin Dong Dankwa, Registrar Pharmacy Council. Then we have Nana Edu Kwesi, Chief of Survey, Antobia. We have Michael Edu, NDC Regional Chairman, Western Region. You are all welcome. Well, Western North Region, sorry. Honorable members, I have the pleasure of asking him a question, but he sits so close to me. I know his competencies, and I believed he would deliver. We've seen his potentials as a ranking member on Health Committee. So congratulations on your nominations. You will hear from the committee and you are accordingly discharged.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable members, before our next guest, we'll take a short break. We won't leave the committee room, but we'll request that those who are not members of the committee should humbly leave the committee room, and the committee will do a short discussion. Please, we promise not to be long, and we'll call you back when we are done. Thank you.
Mienu, only we girl and now only why. Only girl. We are one. Me worry. Me pay girl man. Why? Na umpe. Usika semne. Usika semne ye. And now only mami neda.
She currently is the woman of the moment because when we say trends, she's really trending. You know whom I'm talking about? Kokomu PhD. Yes, she takes her turn on everyday people on GhanaWeb TV, and we decide, or we talk to her and ask her the reason why she decided to go for that term and the reason behind or her motivation for selling porridge. My name is Victoria Chebafo. Let's have a conversation. This is Everyday People on GhanaWeb TV. Let's go and talk to her. PhD.
Yeah, that's me.
So please, can we know your name?
Yeah, my name is Wasila Abdallah. Wasila Abdallah, but Waspi for short. Waspi for short.
Allah.
Yeah.
When I come to the area and I mention Waspi.
As Waspi, those who know me as Waspi, they know.
Okay.
Waspi for real.
Okay.
You know, I'm for real.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm me. I'm always me.
What makes you real?
Yeah, you know why I'm real? Right now, if anything just happened, I'll tell you my mind.
Okay.
And be free. I don't look otherwise, you know? You got what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so
That's,
you are really trending on social
I'm
media.
very trending.
Yes, and
yeah.
the name I saw was Kwabena PhD.
PhD, that's me.
Tell us about that. How
Yeah,
did it happen?
that's why I told you, the guy who came and do the picture gave me that name. And I sat down and checked. Yeah, the name fit me. Because this Coco,
What did he see?
he's my very customer, loyal customer. One of my loyal customer. That's the guy.
Okay.
So I do appreciate him. Yeah, he's your greeting, baby. Yeah.
Do you know his name?
Yeah. Celebrity stylist.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I give him the respect
Right.
because he made it today. He made it possible for me today. You got what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So now let me know about you. How did you start?
This business is for my mom. She was doing it with her sisters. So at a point in time, they all got married. She has no one. So I had to come and assist her.
Okay, at what age?
At the age of